We're working our way through a book I've written called 150 Shards of Light. I think we're on about shard number 18 or 19 now. I'm not recording all of them, only the ones that I think you'll appreciate most. And this one concerns the Israelites who are being besieged in their city by the Arameans who come from Damascus. It's interesting how the Israelites always seem to be at odds with their neighbors. And it happened and it started centuries, millennia ago. So this story is a really quite remarkable one. I think you'll enjoy it. So the title is, Are You Desperate? And we take it up from there. The Israelites were. They'd been besieged by the Arameans. The siege had lasted so long that a donkey's head sold for 80 shekels. Now, I've done a bit of research on just how a shekel compares to modern day monetary basis, and I find that something like 10 or 11 shekels would be 1 month's wages. Now here we're talking about 80 shekels for a donkey's head. You ever imagine eating a donkey's head? I can't. It gives you some idea how desperate the Israelites were. If you think that's not desperate enough, then let me tell you about this. A woman approaches the king for redress because she has agreed with another woman that they were so famished they would kill and cook her son one day and the other woman's son the next day. But although they had eaten her son, the other woman had welched on the deal. Don't you just love the Bible? Talk about warts and all. So how does this terrible famine end? It gets even more extraordinary. Well, 4 men with leprosy are hanging about the city gate. They can't enter because leprosy in those days was considered to be highly infectious. There's no point in them staying there, as they put it so succinctly. If we go into the city, we will die. If we stay here, we will die. Let's go over to the Arameans. If they spare us, we live. If they kill us, we die. So they go over to the Arameans. When they get to the camp, they find that there's no one there. Absolutely no one. And this is how the Bible explains this story. The Lord had caused the Arameans to hear the sound of chariots and horses and a great army. So they all fled back to Damascus. Our 4 heroes promptly ransacked one of the tents, then another, but not before they'd had a lot to eat and drink. They carry away gold, silver, and clothes and hide them. Then they stop. We're not doing right, they said. This is a day of good news, and we're keeping it to ourselves. So they go back to the city gate and shout out to the guards that the enemy has gone. Having checked the position for themselves, the besieged rush out of the city and fall on the Aramean camp. Nobody is buying a donkey's head anymore. Nobody is killing their child. What about now? Do we have good news? I mean, do we have news that is so good that when people realize they're desperate, they will rush to avail themselves of it? Yes, we do. And this is the good news, that Jesus, the Son of God, took all our sins on himself and paid the cost of it in the most terrible, terrible torment, pain, and suffering. Believe in Jesus, and whilst the enemy might not stop besieging you, you will live. But are you desperate enough to hear the good news? See you next time.